But anyway, I reached out to Karen. And that's the woman who had, sort of introduced me to Marcus. She's the woman that took me in when I was younger. I was working at Life. She was bartending. I was bartender. She kind of was like an older sister type. And when Frank said, you got to get sober, you got to show up at the restaurant in the morning, she was the next person I called her. She called Marcus. Marcus showed up and listened to me for the first time. He basically said, you're going to go to this meeting. And then after this meeting, you're going to come down to this Muay Thai kickboxing gym and meet me there. I had never heard of Muay Thai before, right? Like the only thing that I know about kickboxing is like the terrible fights I'd had in the street had nothing to do with kickboxing, but I knew that there was some sort of physical component to it.
Did you play sports as a kid?
I did. So when I was young, I fell in love with roller hockey and then ultimately ice hockey. But it was short-lived, because things got ugly pretty quickly for me and 12, 13 years old. And that's when I stopped. But I just listened to what Marcus had to say. So I went to a meeting that morning. I went to the Muay Thai gym right after that meeting. And I met him down there, and there was another guy there, Gavin, who's also a very good friend of mine. And these guys are both sober Muay Thai guys. And they basically said, look, dude, here's the deal. You're young. You're 23. You've got unbelievable life ahead of you. You don't think so. We know, because they'd already been sober for like 10 years. They were like, you don't think so, but we know so. So you can either listen to what we have to say and do what we have to say to the T, or not. And if you listen to what we have to say, they weren't playing, they weren't bullshitting with these or suggestions. They weren't doing that. They were like, this is what you got to fucking do. This is it. If you listen to this and you do these things, you will have a life beyond your wildest dreams. Period. We guarantee. And I'm like, these guys look cool. They look tough. I'm like, okay, fuck it.
And you needed guidance and some strong male role models in your life.
I hated authority, and I still struggle with male authority. Still. At that time, I don't know what, outside of the fact that I thought they were cool, I don't know what propelled me to want to literally listen to every word that they said and hold on to those words like it was the last thing I did. But basically, they wrote a plan for me. And the plan was this. Wake up as early as you can. Get out of bed. Brush your teeth. Wash your face. Put on your contact lenses. That, for me, in those days, was like a massive ask. That was like a big ask, right? Like, brush my teeth? I don't even know. Like, did I ever brush? I don't know. Wash my face? Never happens. Never happened. I never washed my face. Outside of being in the shower, Take a piss, we do that. So brush my teeth, wash my face, take a piss, and then drop down on my knees and pray. And I was like, huh? Like what? They were like, don't ask questions. Just drop down on your knees and ask God for help, because you need help and you have no idea how to ask for it. So if you ask for help in the morning on your knees, the chances of you asking for help later on in the day will just be greater. We don't give a shit if you believe in God. We don't care what you talk to or who you pray to. Just do it. And I was like, okay. So they said, get on your knees and pray, put on a pair of sneakers, and go out for a walk or a run. That could be a walk around the block. That could be a run around the block. That could be 9 miles. That could be whatever you want it to be. Just get out and move your body right away. And I said, okay. And then they said, as soon as you get back, make a bowl of oatmeal. A big, huge bowl of oatmeal. Add whatever you want to it, but we're telling you to eat oatmeal because it's cheap, it's relatively healthy, it's inexpensive, and we need you to start putting healthy shit into your body. Right as soon as you're done with that oatmeal, go to this meeting at 10 a.m. Get your hand up and say who you are and what you are. And who you are is Michael Chernow, and what you are is an alcoholic. And I was like, okay. And then they said, right after that meeting, come down to the Muay Thai gym and we're going to kick your fucking ass. And we're going to teach you how to be, at that time, could be controversial to say today, but we're going to teach you how to be a man. And we're going to teach you about integrity. We're going to teach you about honesty. We're going to teach you how to get back up, which honestly, in my opinion, is probably the greatest lesson I've learned to date. The only thing I think we have to do perfectly in life is get back up. And I learned that there with those guys because they really did knock me down physically all the time, constantly. I got my ass handed to me every single day in the rings of Muay Thai. And the one thing I prided myself on was always getting back up. And then they said, right after we're done training, we're going to train here for 2.5 hours. You're going to eat chicken and broccoli. You're going to take a nap and you're going to go to work. You're going to eat chicken and broccoli as early as you can for dinner, and you're going to go to bed as early as you can. And that's just going to be a rinse and repeat. And before you go to bed, you're going to drop down on your knees and you're just going to say thanks. And that's it. That's all you got to do. Mm. And I was like, I mean, it's, I just did it. I did it.